Hey everybody, and welcome to another edition of Puppet Wrestling.
Is that what you decided to go with?
Yes, sir. And as you see, I have a title. So Matt Cordana, I can make myself a champion just like you. You fucking suck.
Stelio.
Sorry, I can't stand that dude. Anyhow, we're going to talk about last night's Day 1 event. Which last night was a Monday Night Raw that happened to fall on January 1st. Which is cool. That's why they called it Day 1. Anyhow, we have one major announcement coming out of that. But let's talk about some of the matches that went on first. On the women's side of things last night, we had Becky Lynch versus Nia Jax. Now, it was, 6 years ago?
Yeah, about 6 years ago.
That Nia broke Becky's nose before Survivor Series. It was bad, bad. Blood everywhere. So, this, of course, made the two of them not like each other. And, of course, the fact that Nia has come back and taken responsibility for making the man, which that spot may have actually been part of what made Becky so big. And the two of them did fight very hard last night. But in the end, Becky took a right hook from Nia and got knocked for a loop.
Oh, she was out.
Yes, it was out. And then Nia did a flop or a splash, whatever you want to call it, off of the second rope. And just ended the match. Becky was done. 1, 2, 3. So you know, though, this is going to lead to another match between the two at some point in time.
Pretty sure.
Then, let's move on to the women's tag team division, where you had Tegan Knox and Natalya versus Shayna Baszler and Zoe Starks. Now, I have to say, I love all four of these women.
Oh, yes. Tegan, Baszler, and Stark, they were great in NXT.
Yes, they were. And Natty back in the day was a very good one. I mean, she just got kind of the ball dropped on her, I think.
Yeah, because of the bad eyes.
Hey, don't start. You told me I can't go rambling.
I know. Go ahead.
Anyhow, good match. And was won by Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark. But they did show on the screen a confrontation between Kaden Carter and Katana Chance, the current women's tag team champions. They were confronted by the former champions, Piper Niven and Chelsea Green. Her and her husband, Matt Cordana, just are bullshit. I mean, I just can't stand them. I can't. Anytime I mention either one of them, I just feel like getting sick. They're so...
Stelio.
Time. Sorry. But Piper and Chelsea reminded Kaden and Katana that next week they have a rematch for the women's tag team titles. Hopefully, Kaden Carter and Katana Chance win. Because I really don't like Piper Niven and Chelsea Green. But anyhow, let's move on. We also had Rhea Ripley defending her title against Ivy Niles. Now, I have to say, the up-and-coming Ivy Niles, oh, she's somebody people better watch out for.
Oh, hell yeah, man. She was great in NXT.
Oh, yeah, she's still great. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love Rhea. Rhea is fucking awesome, too.
Oh, yeah, back in NXT, Rhea showed she was going to be good.
Oh, exactly. So, I mean, they're badass women. Unfortunately for Ivy Niles, at the end of the night, Rhea Ripley retained her title with a victory. So now we will move on to the men's matches. You okay back there?
Yeah, sorry, Stelio. Doing your voice for a second there kind of got me.
I understand. Anyhow, on the men's side of things, we had Drew McIntyre and Rollins as the main event. But I'm kind of skipping ahead of myself there. Sorry about that. Let's start with Kofi Kingston and Jey Uso versus Imperium. Ludwig Kaiser and Giovanni Vinci. Now, this match was stopped due to what appeared that Giovanni got injured. He was coming off with the top rope, and Kofi caught him with a drop kick. And it was at that time that Giovanni just went out.
Lights out.
Yes, sir. I could just see somebody walking up to him and going, "You got knocked the fuck out, Giovanni!" Because he did. He got knocked the fuck out. And the match was stopped, making Jey and Kofi the winners. I will say, though, that the team of Jey and Kofi is just weird.
Oh, I know. They had great tag matches against each other, though.
Oh, yeah, the Usos and New Day. They had great matches against each other. So, anyhow, let's continue. There was an episode of Miz TV, which I will not turn around and ask the Miz for a t-shirt. But you know, Miz, I do take a infant size 9-month. So anyhow, Miz TV was supposed to be the Judgment Day. But R-Truth came out, who technically, I guess, is a member of the Judgment Day.
Well, in his mind.
Yes, in his mind, but still. So, when this happened, they, of course, had a talk and everything like that, like a regular interview going on. And then, out came J.D. McDonough and Dominic Mysterio. Which, people hate Dominic, and you can tell that.
Yeah, every time he comes out, everybody boos so loud you can't hear him.
I know, it's great. I really can't stand Baby Mysterio. I can't stand him. But this led to the renewal of Awesome Truth. That's right, my favorite fucking tag team, Awesome Truth, has been reunited. And they took on the team of J.D. McDonough and Dominic Mysterio. Which ended up Dominic and J.D. McDonough got their asses beat. Yay! Meaning the Miz's losing streak is over because he got the pinfall victory. I'm hoping this leads to the Miz and R-Truth's Awesome Truth being tag team champions. That should be a really awesome occasion. Now then, Drew McIntyre and Rollins are the ones who ended the night in the main event. It was for Rollins' World Heavyweight title, which he retained in a very nice battle. So, it was that. But, Senor Money in the Bank, Damian Priest, came out to try and cash in. He was stopped, though, by, believe it or not, good old Drew McIntyre. Pretty funny. But, now, before we get on with the big news, I would like to say that I'm proud Gunther has been the longest IC champion of all times. He has been holding the Intercontinental title for 571 days now. That's right, nobody can touch Gunther. Now then, let's get to the big deal that everybody's talking about today. The return of Jinder Mahal.
Stelio.
Why? That's big news.
Tell him the real news.
Okay, it's actually this.
Holy shit! It's The Rock! Holy fucking shit!
That's right, The Rock has returned to WWE. So, we now have the Brahma Bull setting up a match against Roman Reigns, the head of the table. Because as The Rock said, after he beat the holy hell out of Jinder, and also got Jinder a new name. He's no longer the modern day Maharaja. He is now the day one douchebag. But after he got his ass whooped, like I said, The Rock laid down the challenge for the head of the table, basically. Because he said, I shall now sit at the head of the table again. So, it was very good. And it was great to see The Rock return. But to me, the key moment of the night was the reunited awesome Truth. So, that was good. Now, I'm going to leave everybody with a brief glimpse of Jinder Mahal's return last night. Enjoy! And remember, full-on friendship!